welcome to Coffee with Chrissy. Having a little cope this morning. It's been kind of an interesting morning so far. I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. I'm super sorry. I slept right through the broadcast, and honestly, I didn't even dawn on me that it was Friday until like I don't know, like 11. So I kind of just said, you know what? Maybe this is a sign I just need to just hang up my gadgets for the weekend and just make memories and enjoy the time with all the people. So so yeah, so I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you made good memories. I hope you had a good week. Remember, you got to high five yourself. Let's high five and say good job this week. Everybody made it out alive, hopefully. And if you didn't, you have my condolences. But you know what? Life is hard and crazy and ever changing, and it's hard to keep up. And it's hard to find some kind of normal in all the things. So I just wanted to come today and just talk to all of us about remembering to pause, right? And enjoy the moments, because there's going to be a time where we're going to wish we had the moments back. And I think that things get really, really hard sometimes, and we forget that we even have the moments, right? Um, because our hair's always on fire, and there's always something going on, and there's always a new stress, and there's always something you can't control. Just one more thing you can't control. So I just wanted us to make sure that in the middle of all that dealing with life, we don't forget to take note of how we're living our life, right? Jeff, I don't know where I left off on the Jeff story, but he is taking the medicine called Jornavox, just in case you're interested. Um, it's the first thing in like 12, 15 years that has even put a dent in the pain. And we've tried everything from opioids to injections to ablations to all the things, right? So this is the first thing that's actually worked to get him out of enough pain to actually be able to live life. And what's interesting about it is that he's showing up for life a little bit more. I don't even know how to deal with it. I don't know. I look over and I'm like, "Hey, you're here. It's so weird that you're here because he's never here." Right? He's never present enough to like participate and have opinions and create barriers and have opinions, and like I'm not used to someone else's, not that he doesn't help with all the decisions and things that like that, but to have someone in the mix every single day is also weird. So I guess my point is I don't even know what normal is, and it's not going to ever be normal any way, shape, or form. So but having him back, it kind of participating is also an adjustment, right? Like he's here, I don't know if this is going to stay this way, if it's going to stop working. I can tell you though, after much fighting with the VA, they're still not going to pay for it. So I am looking for ways to pay for it, because it's $1,000 a month. And although we won't go without it. Like we won't, like $1,000 a month is like a small price to pay for getting our life back, right? Like he doesn't hurt to the point where he can actually hug me, which is weird, and cool all at the same time. And I'm figuring out we almost got to go back to that almost dating kind of thing, right? Because we haven't been in this husband wifey thing to this extent before. And so it's, I don't know, I'm just kind of babbling, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes, not even sometimes, you're never going to know what stuff looks like, right? You're never going to know what it looks like. You're never going to know what's coming next. So really all you have is living in the moment. And so I think especially with people who are living with memory issues, all kinds of issues, right? All they have is a moment. all they have is the moment, right? So making sure that we're not missing the moments, and that goes not only for the people that we're supporting, but also our family. I spent the whole week with little man. Him and I have been hanging out all week because daddy's gone, and um honestly was really kind of dreading it because holy shit, I do not have the what do you call it, the cojones to do a 4 year old all week. I'm old. But it was terrific. It was amazing. And we did things we wouldn't have done, things that I said yes to that I probably wouldn't have said yes to before. And what I learned from that is, wow, we made so many memories because I said yes. I always stop at no. And I don't think we should stop at no. I think we should just, you know, try something different this week. Try doing something you wouldn't normally do. So here's the other thing I think is pertinent right here, and I don't think I've ever talked about it, or if I have, blah blah blah. Um, but one of the things that I think is super important for this journey that we're on is understanding that we have to and can have the ability to not lose our dreams, like lose our dreams, meaning like I always wanted to do this or we always want to do that. Now we've lost that because we were living with this thing. And the reality is sure you might not have the version of it you always dreamed of, but part of the cool thing about dreaming is that you can reframe the dream and you can make it into something that you can handle, right? That can happen. Like like just modifying it to the place you are today to get a version of whatever that is. But that requires us to ask ourselves, what is it about the thing that I want to get out of the thing? Right? Like, is it the experience? Is it the location? Is it what is it? Right? Because you have to figure that out before you can reframe it. You know, like going to Jamaica, always, right? Been a dream. But is it really like for me and Jeff going, is it really about us going to Jamaica or is it about us being able to spend time together somewhere somewhere, right? And thinking that I have to go all the way to Jamaica and all these years, I just we needed to find the right thing that allowed him to be able to grab the life he deserves and we deserve, right? So I have no idea where that was going, but I feel like we kind of miss out because we say no because we're like, oh, that will never happen, or oh, that won't right. No, yeah, it can. It can't happen probably the way you think it's going to happen, but you can have a version of it, right? So I just wanted to make sure we talked about that a little bit because I don't know. You can't make some of this stuff up, and we have no control over a whole bunch of stuff, and that's okay. I mean, that you can't change that. You can't change that. So you got to lean in and let go and let God and pick your battles, pick your stories, pick your peace, right? And love the life you're living, even when it's hard. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that I don't know. I think it's helpful. So, you know, we're never going to get used to our life right now because it's forever changing. We're always running with our hair on fire, it feels like. And some of the diseases and some of the things that we support require us to slow down to be with it. And that is actually a skill because humans are used to running around with their hair on fire. What we're not used to doing is slowing down enough to be with the fire. I think, I don't know. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you take the moments and cherish them, put them in your back pocket, because there's going to come a day where you're going to be sitting in the very spot you're sitting right now, reflecting on, even though it was kind of a really kind of a hard, icky time, boy, we sure made the best of it, right? We had a lot of fun. We laughed. Like, my goal is to make my mother belly laugh every time I see her. Why? Why not? It's cool. it's funny to watch. It's her. She looks just like grandpa when she does it. And she gets such joy. Like there is no more bigger joy that comes out of her face than that. So why not strive for that to be one of the things on my to-do list that we do together and I make sure happen for both of us. So I hope that was helpful. I know I'm babbling. My joke for today is, what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? The hippo, one's a little, one's really heavy and the other's a little lighter. Get it? Hippo heavy, little lighter zippo. Get it? Get it? Super funny. I don't know if I'll ever stop screwing up the jokes, but hey, I'm not in it for the comedy, I guess. So have a great week. If you know somebody who could benefit from this, and please share it, like it, subscribe, do all those things. So yeah, have a great week. I love you all. You totally got this. All you can do is the next right thing, and